AI plus Architecture, the new design language of the 21st century by Arcland Pro. Introduction. Today, we step into one of the most transformative moments in the history of architecture. For the first time, architects are not designing alone. They are designing with intelligence, artificial intelligence. This is not about faster renders or smarter software. It's about a new language of creation, one where buildings are not just drawn, but grown. Where design emerges from data, from systems that learn, evolve, and imagine alongside us. So the question is no longer whether AI will change architecture. It already has. The question now is, how will we, as architects, shape this new relationship between human intuition and machine intelligence? This is Arcland Pro, and in this episode, we explore how AI is rewriting the DNA of design itself. Welcome to AI plus Architecture, the new design language of the 21st century. Part 1, the shift from tool to partner. For decades, digital tools have been silent assistants. They executed our commands, but never questioned them. AutoCAD followed our lines. Rhino built our geometry. Grasshopper helped us parameterize. But artificial intelligence changes everything. AI does not just follow instructions. It interprets, it learns, it generates. It surprises us. It's the difference between holding a pencil and holding a conversation. When architects use tools like Midjourney, DALL-Middle.E, or generative AI models trained on thousands of structures, they are no longer drawing forms, they are prompting possibilities. Architecture becomes a dialogue, not a monologue. This changes the role of the architect fundamentally. We are no longer the sole authors of design. We are curators, editors, and collaborators, shaping the outcomes of intelligent systems. Part 2, From Parametricism to Generative Intelligence. To understand where this is going, we need to look at where it began. In the early 2000s, architects like Patrik Schumacher introduced the idea of parametricism, a new style based on systems and relationships rather than fixed forms. Instead of designing one building, architects began designing rules that could generate thousands of variations. This was the seed of computational design. Now, AI takes that logic to a new dimension. While parametricism depended on human-defined parameters, generative AI can define its own. It learns from patterns across millions of examples, structures, cities, materials, even art. It can predict what forms will perform best environmentally, what geometries optimize space, or what designs evoke emotional response. It merges performance with perception, engineering with empathy. This is not just a new style. It's a new form of intelligence embedded in design. Part 3, Case Studies, the New Designers. Look at what's happening around us. At Zaha Hadid Architects, AI-driven systems are generating entire spatial typologies based on movement data. Their teams train models to simulate how people flow through space, allowing buildings to adapt to human behavior before they're even built. At Big in Copenhagen, generative tools are being used to test ecological futures, creating buildings that breathe, grow, and evolve with their context. In research labs, we see AI predicting structural performance and energy consumption, cutting months off of design iteration cycles. In universities like the Architectural Association's Design Research Lab, founded by Patrik Schumacher, AI is no longer an experiment. It's the foundation of a new curriculum. Students are taught not only to design, but to design with intelligence. The architect's desk has become an interface between human creativity and machine logic. And the most forward-thinking architects are embracing that hybrid role. Part 4, The Philosophy of Intelligent Design. But let's go deeper. Architecture has always reflected how humanity understands itself. The Gothic cathedral was a symbol of divine order. Modernism reflected rational clarity. Parametricism embodied fluid complexity. What does AI architecture express? It reflects the era of distributed intelligence, the idea that creation is no longer centralized in one mind, but emerges from the network. An AI-generated building is not a single act of genius. It's a synthesis of countless data points, social, environmental, digital. It's an echo of collective intelligence. And that's both thrilling and terrifying. Because if we let algorithms shape our cities, we must ask, who programs the values behind those algorithms? Whose data defines beauty, comfort, identity? The philosophy of intelligent design is not just technical, it's ethical. We must remain the conscience of the systems we create. Part 5, The Human Element. AI can generate endless possibilities, but it cannot choose what matters. It cannot feel the emotional resonance of a shadow falling through a courtyard, or the silence of a library, or the humanity of imperfection. Those are the things that make architecture meaningful, not just efficient. The future of architecture, therefore, is not AI replacing the architect. It's AI amplifying the architect. The more we teach machines about our values, beauty, empathy, cultural memory, the more they reflect those values back to us in unexpected forms. We must learn to be poets again, guiding intelligence through intention. Part 6, The Future City. Imagine a city that learns like a brain. A city that adjusts its systems in real time, energy, traffic, climate, through neural networks that mimic nature's intelligence. Imagine buildings that predict your needs, neighborhoods that regenerate ecosystems, and materials that record their own histories. This is not science fiction. This is the trajectory of regenerative, AI-driven design. A city not built against nature, but with it. The architect of the 21st century will not just draw buildings. They will design feedback loops between humans, machines, and the planet. It's a new form of authorship, collaborative, evolutionary, and deeply alive. Conclusion. We are witnessing a revolution in architecture, not of style, but of intelligence. AI will not end architecture. It will expand it. The architects who will define this century are those who learn to think with machines, to imagine beyond the limit of their own minds, and to shape the invisible forces that now design our world. This is the birth of a new design language, one spoken by both humans and algorithms. And those who learn to speak it fluently will shape the cities of the future. This program was produced by Arcland Pro. Subscribe to join us on the frontier where architecture, philosophy, and technology converge. In the comments, tell us which idea you want us to explore next. Your voice shapes the next episode.